I have been going to Tupelo Smiles my whole life. When I was a kid, I was unhappy about some uneven coloring on my teeth after getting my braces off, which at the time there really wasn't a fix. I was recently made aware of a solution that would totally fix it, which is exactly what we did. They not only heard my concerns, but they never stopped looking to solve my problem, and that's why I love Tupelo Smiles.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Thanks as always for tuning in with us here to Mississippi Live Weather, keeping it here with us as we've had a long weekend and we have a long week ahead of us, right? With some of us still without power early this morning. Take a look at power outages across the area this morning. And there was a lot of efforts made to restore folks' power yesterday, but we know just because of how many people are without power, this is a long road ahead of us, right? So still seeing a lot of power outages this morning at 7:01, still up to 12,000 up in Alcorn County, 10,000 Iuka, 18,000 still in Lafayette County. So that's kind of the areas we're watching over into Tippah County as well, with a lot of outages out there this morning, but still keep an eye on all of our area, even up to 2,000 in Belzona, 1,000 in Kosciuszko. All the numbers are important, right? 1,500 in Eupora. Those are just the counties we're watching that have the majority of outages still out there this morning. And you can just see right in the heart of our area was hardest of hit in this, with outages just continuing this morning. Probably going to continue over the next few days as well. As we look at wind chills, this is one thing that we are really keeping our eye on. It's cold out there this morning. Some of us are waking up still without power. Take a look at wind chills in the single digits for some. This was in the negatives for some of us this morning. Now in the single digits, 3 in Booneville, feeling like 5 in Iuka, 4 in Corinth, 3 in Red Bay, 6 in Amory, 14 in Water Valley, 17 in Grenada, 16 in Eupora. So really watching overall, especially the northern half of the state, for folks that are without power and conditions still this cold. That makes for very dangerous situations out there. So I can't encourage you enough to check on your people this morning, make sure that they're okay and they don't need anything, and just, again, have them check on people they know and just continue that trend across the area this morning. Wind chills across the region, cold out there, feeling like 10 in Little Rock, 1 in Oklahoma City, 14 in Dallas, 12 in Shreveport and Monroe, northern Louisiana, another hard hit area with power outages over the weekend, -1 in Nashville, -1 over in Knoxville. So very cold, feels like temperatures across the board this morning. Current alerts, we're still seeing that extreme cold warning. No surprise there, right, with how cold things are, but still seeing that until noon today for the entire state of Mississippi, the entire state of Arkansas, the entire state of Louisiana. So we're not the only ones dealing with that very cold conditions out there this morning. That does extend from places like Dallas and Houston all the way up into portions of the Virginias and down along the coast. So a lot of us dealing with that extreme cold out there. Here's the thing with that melting that took place yesterday, that's going to be taking place over the next few days. One of the main things we're going to be watching out for and warning you about is black ice that refreezes out on the roadways, especially in the hours like right now in those early morning hours. So what is black ice? It's that very thin layer of ice that accumulates on the pavement when road temperatures are below 32 degrees like they are right now with how cold it is. It's transparent, it blends in, it's hard to see, and that's what makes it very dangerous. So here's what happened yesterday. We got a lot of sunshine, helped aid in some melting efforts, which we like. However, with clear skies overnight, that allows for that any melting to take place, that melting of sleet, that packed in snowfall for some of us turns to ice overnight, especially on the roadways. So that's something you really want to take into account for if you're having to get on the roadways this morning. Take it very slow out there and just be careful. Don't get out on the roadway, especially in the morning hours, if you do not have to. Here's a live look over in Maben. Lots of clear skies out there. Again, that's some good news out there. More sunshine is going to take place, help aid in some melting efforts yet again today. Temperatures, though, cold out there, 12 in Maben, and you can still see that ice accumulation out there on that tower that's holding up the camera. So overall, still very cold out there and still seeing ice across the area this morning. Temperatures just downright cold this morning across, no matter where you are here in North Mississippi. Caledonia, same story. I believe they're going to school today. Their roadways don't look too bad, but still want to check out for the potential of that black ice. Temperatures just downright cold if you do got to get out and about. Here's a look at your first 12 hours. We'll see temperatures in the teens this morning, but a very good warm up is coming in. So 30s by 11. We topped off in the 20s yesterday. Very cold out there. Warmer today. 30s by 11, upper 30s by 2 p.m. And then a lot of it's going to be topping off near 40 degrees today. Lots of sunshine. Again, that's going to help aid in a lot of melting today. 30s by your 5 o'clock hour, back in the 20s by 8. So nice afternoons ahead, but overnights are still going to be very cold. And that's why we're talking about that refreezing going into the overnight hours and also into the early morning hours as well. Here's a look at your day-by-day futurecast as we head into your afternoon. Again, a lot of sunshine out there. Cold front coming close to the area, not going to be impacting us. We're going to still see warm afternoons out there as we head into your Wednesday. A little bit more cloud cover day to day. Lots of sunshine for your Tuesday. A little bit more clouds mix in for your Wednesday. And then even more do mix in out there for your Thursday. But still seeing temperatures on Wednesday and Thursday above freezing, well above freezing into your afternoon. So that's what we need across the area. And then we'll start to see cold conditions return as we head into the weekend. So got any weekend plans out there? Coming up next, we'll talk about just how cold things do get. And I know there's been a lot of cleanup across the area. It's going to be really nice for them over the next few afternoons of melting to take place, so roadways can get better to travel on and just overall more pleasant to be outside in for those crews that are out and about. But this weekend looking a little bit different with cold air coming back into place. So we're going to be talking about your full weekend forecast and, of course, a full look at your 7-day forecast right after this.
When you've been injured, don't settle for a lawyer who doesn't even know where you live. Call Langston and Lott. Local lawyers, personal service, real results.
Out with the old and in with the new. It's time to save big at Room to Room's New Year's sale. Store-wide markdowns 50 to 70% off. No tax. 48-month special financing. It's a new year at Room to Room Furniture in Tupelo. There's no place like home.
As a bankruptcy firm, Mitchell, Cunningham & Bowling realizes many people are worried about their finances. We're here to guide you through the next steps to restart your life with easy video appointments. New clients don't have to leave home to get information about becoming debt-free. Also, convenient in-office appointments are available at the low cost of $340 upfront for a Chapter 13. You can be on your way to being debt-free. Contact Mitchell, Cunningham & Bowling today or visit our website at mcdebtfree.com. We are here to help you. Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, welcome back into the Room to Room Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. The time now is 7:08 out there on your Tuesday morning. Thanks as always for tuning in and sticking in here with us on Mississippi Live Weather. I'm going to get into your full forecast, starting with what's going on right now. And that's just not a whole lot of anything, which is good news here across the area. It is very cold, but in terms of sky conditions, we're looking at a lot of sunshine across the southeast as we're waking up out there on your Tuesday morning. And take a look, you can see it in those cameras provided to us by the North Mississippi Storm Chasers. Cameras have been very efficient through this of getting to show you what's going on across the area. This is a look over in Noxubee County, Macon, Mississippi, looking at beautiful blue skies out there this morning. And people out on the roadways, roads are a little bit better the further south that you go, but just overall cold if you do have to get out and about today. Temperatures 15, feeling like 10. So overall, very chilly conditions across the board. Here's a live look closer to Starkville over in Oktibbeha County, 8 to 10 out there. We saw in this camera, if you were with us yesterday morning, a whole lot of snow happening. We saw a little bit of bands of snow taking place yesterday morning. Not the same story this morning, looking good to go. That roadway looking very clear as well, especially in comparison to the roadways up where I live here in Tate County and across 72, Benton, Tippah, Alcorn County, looking very different than this view right here. So some folks farther off to the south I know are kind of resuming things today. Mississippi State resuming classes, a lot of schools resuming as well. just not the same story the further north that you go, because kind of split differences across the board this morning. But overall, everybody's cold. 12 over in Adenton. Your day planner ahead, we're going to be seeing temperatures in the 20s, 23 at 9, 28 at 10, and in the 30s by 11. The good news is this is a nice warm up. Yesterday, we topped off around middle 20s. And then today we're going to be seeing 30s by 11. That means we'll see 40s for a majority of us into your afternoon. Now, this is still well below normal. We should be in the middle 50s for this time of year. So we're still below normal, but hey, we'll take above freezing while we can get it. Some of us near 30 degrees or near the middle to upper 30s, still hanging out closer to the Tennessee state line. 38 New Albany, 37 Boonville, 35 Corinth, still above freezing. Further south you go, the better things get. 42 Bruce, 41 Houston, 40 in Tupelo, 43 Starkville, 44 down in Macon out there for your high temperatures today. And again, seeing a lot of sunshine. Temperatures above freezing and sunshine, perfect conditions for what we need for some melting efforts to take place over the next few days. And we are going to be getting it today. So that is some good news out there. As we head into your evening, we will start to see cloud cover build a little bit back as we head overnight and then into your Wednesday. One thing I want to pause here for your Wednesday morning and just kind of note is we're likely to see some patchy dense fog across the area out there on your Wednesday morning. And it's going to be so cold, we can even see what's called freezing fog, where when you're driving through it, it's kind of freezing on your car. It can be dangerous. So anybody that is going to be out and about early on your Wednesday morning, that is something of note. Be extra cautious out there. Again, we're already dealing with the black ice situation. Then we add on the potential for some freezing fog out there. And it just doesn't make for great driving conditions, right? So if you have to be out on Wednesday morning, just take it extra slow out there. And if you don't have to be, then don't, right? Going throughout your Wednesday, we'll see cloud cover kind of mix in and out, still some sunshine into the afternoon that still should help some warming efforts as well. Here's a look at your day planner out there for your Wednesday. Temperatures in the 20s by 7, 30s by noon, and in the low 40s out there by the 3 o'clock hour. So turning slightly warmer every day, right? We're 40s today, we're low 40s Wednesday, and then into the middle 40s even out there for your Thursday. So things kind of continue to stair step upward, at least for the middle portion of our work week. And again, sunshine going to be really prevalent out there into your Wednesday afternoon as well. Overall, rain chances minimal to non-existent, about a 10% chance for maybe a passing stray shower out there on your Friday. Overall, they stay minimal into your weekend. I know there were questions about, is there going to be a system into the upcoming weekend? No, but is it going to be cold? Yes. Here's a look, though, at your weekend. Futurecast playing all the way Saturday. Now it picks up into Sunday. You can see we stay dry across the southeast, and we need to stay dry, right? It's going to be very cold out there for your weekend. We don't need any more mess here in North Mississippi at the moment. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 40s out there today, tomorrow, Thursday as well. And then here comes the cold back on your Friday. So nice afternoons if you're wanting to get out. You need to get out of your house. Some of us have been unable to. Maybe take a grocery store run, being very careful out there into the afternoon hours or anything like that. Maybe you need to help your driveway out, go check on your neighbor. This afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, good to do that before things turn back cold as we head into Friday, middle 30s, Friday afternoon, 20s out there for Saturday. So yeah, cold air does return for the weekend ahead. It doesn't stick around though for forever. We do warm up after Saturday, back in the 30s on Sunday, back in the 40s out there on your Monday overall. So let's look at your 7-day forecast. I did see a question about asking about the roads in Oxford all the way to Batesville. Here's what I'll say about that. I've looked at the roads in Tate County yesterday. I know folks that were on 72 and 55 yesterday all the way to Tate County. I'm telling you that they're not great at all to be driving on. Very icy, sheets of ice, layers of ice on our roads, especially the further north that you go. So if you don't have to, I wouldn't, right? But if you do absolutely have to, it's the afternoon hours that are going to be the best, because that's when that melting is going to be taking place and roadways are not going to be as slick. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Again, you kind of have to use your own judgment with that, but definitely not a great situation with our roads still yesterday. I'm hoping things get better this afternoon. Again, we're going to be live one more time this morning, so make sure to tune in the next 15 minutes. We'll go over, again, the latest on power outages and, of course, another full look at your 7-day forecast coming up at 7:30.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lopon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lopon has proven himself trustworthy.